G'day guys, ZiggyD here with some more Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm action. As you can see, I'm just queuing up for my third placement match with Protoss on NA, and looks like the game's starting now. I'm doing this one as a bit of a live cast, so it could be a bit dodgy in terms of gameplay. Looks like we've got a PvZ as well, which is a matchup I'm a little bit nervous about coming into in Heart of the Swarm, but we'll see how we go. I'll see you guys back in the game. Alright, so it looks like this is a pretty macro-oriented map. It's this one that I played on before that has this very close expansion. I'll just put a bit of politeness in there, and I guess I'll try and go for a fast expand. I was going to go for something like a gateway or something, but PvZ is really best played as a fast expand sort of style from the point of view of Protoss. I should really be building a pylon. Yes, I should really be building a pylon. So as you can see, I'm completely out of sync in terms of builds for PvZ and Heart of the Swarm in general. Really trying to just remember it right in the back of my head here for how to play this. But so I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to try and focus on making sure I've got my probes going and making sure I'm doing my chrono boosts and building units and all that jazz. Yeah. So as I said, I'm doing this one as a live cast. I've testing all three of the different approaches for doing these casts. I just want to basically, that's the whole reason I'm doing these. I might have done that chrono boost a bit too early there. Yeah, I just want to get a bit of experience in actually casting these games and seeing trying the different ways of doing it and seeing what you guys like more and seeing what I can do. So I'm going to stop building probes here. I'm going to put my Nexus down. Then I'm going to pretty much straight away put a gateway down. So should have about 400 minerals by the time I get here. We'll put that down, then we'll head down here. Maybe I'll probably have to go a forge actually. So now I'll queue this back up, and I'll put a forge down straight away, and then we'll go back to probe production there. So that's the forge down there. Go ahead and hotkey that up as well. So you guys I should probably go ahead and scout now as well. I don't know where the locations are on this one. Go back to chrono boosting, and I'm going to need a second pylon. So let's see if we can put a gateway there, and we'll put another pylon just there, just to help us wall off a little bit earlier in case we need it. In case he's going for some sort of rush shenanigans, we'll just keep an eye on that Nexus there. But yeah, I'm just gonna be sort of winging this and just trying to get through on macro alone. So let's go. We really need to get that cannon down straight away. So I'm gonna put that cannon here, and I can put a gateway in front of it. Let's just make sure I'm keeping probe production up. I'll do another chrono boost there, and then I'll put my gateway down. Looks like my scouting probe's done over there, and that should leave us with a one space wall off. So that's pretty good. Now, I seem to have. Why is a probe going out here? It looks like I've messed up my hotkeys. There we go. So you want to make sure you're using your right hotkeys. Now I don't really need to transfer any guys over since I don't have enough probes at this base. But looks like our cannon's up, and our gateway's under production. We can go ahead and rally that there. Just make sure we're still chrono boosting. Should probably go ahead and put down an assimilator now. Maybe I'll go ahead and put down 2 assimilators, and we'll start teching reasonably quickly here. So the point of these first-person style of casts is just to talk you guys through the, I guess my thought process as I'm doing things. So it looks like his base might be to the south. Probably the south base is over here. Let's go put some guys in gas. And we'll go ahead and send this guy down there. So I have 0 scouting information. I should really be getting this cybernetics core up. Let's go ahead and put this. Let's put it back a bit just so that's not going to get sniped or anything like that. Just play nice and safe here. But we should be able to get this guy out before anything happens. So I don't expect too much from this match in terms of me winning or anything, because the way it tends to go with these placement matches is that if you win your first 2, you get put up against a diamond or a platinum player or even a masters player. It really depends on what the matchmaking system decides. But here we go, let's see what we've got here. So we've got some normal lings coming out. Doesn't look like they're speedlings yet, so that's probably good news for me. I can get some pretty good scouting information off here, and I couldn't really see any tech, so we're going to send that guy back. I'm going to go ahead and straight away get gateways here, and I'm going to get this mothership happening here. See if I can chrono boost that pretty soon. Maybe I can get this guy away. I should be able to see when he gets speed as well, so I'll go ahead and send him in this direction when he hits there. Looks like this probe will probably die pretty soon, but that's okay. Let's go old school and get a sentry here, just for force fields in case I need it, in case he tries any bailing shenanigans or anything like that. So he shouldn't have any anti-air for a while, so I'm pretty sure I can scout with this guy. We'll go ahead and hotkey him to 1 and just make sure I'm doing terribly on the mineral spending, so let's go ahead and put a heap of gateways down. Maybe we can pull some pressure out of this or something like that, depending on what we see. And I'll go ahead and get +1 attack as well, as soon as I have enough gas for that. Probably on that note I can put down 2 assimilators as well. And I need pylons, man. Macro is falling to pieces here. So let's get this attack upgrade underway. Let's cancel this guy. 5, put these there. Make sure this guy's hotkeyed up. Make sure these guys are on hold position. All good, all good. Probes saturation's pretty bad over here. I might just juggle a few guys over. And then we'll put 3 guys into gas there. Just make sure our chrono boosts are happening. And I might put down a robo bay, just so I can get some supporting immortals, or I can do some of that sort of jazz there. What's over here? Can this guy attack air? Doesn't look like he can. That's probably a good thing balance-wise, because otherwise I'd be able to snipe off all of his overlords in the early game and he'd have no scouting information whatsoever. Now, how's my probe saturation going over here? That's going to be pretty full pretty soon. It looks like my gateways are finished there as well, so I'm going to send out a probe to scout this space here and see what he's doing in terms of that. And I'll go ahead and get some probably 4 sentries, so I'll spend up the rest of my gas there. Need more pylons again. Damn. And I might chuck down a second forge. And I'll just put down another gateway just to spend some minerals. There's no point in really having minerals at all. So let's go ahead. Even though this is more gateways than you can support, there's really no point in me having those minerals. So pretty big errors there, but let's see if I can get any scouting information over here. I'd really like to know what sort of tech he's got going on. We'll go ahead and get armor now. I also want to hotkey up this other forge, and let's go ahead and build an observer over there. Making sure I'm hotkeying everything is super important. And then let's go ahead and put some pylons down and get some more information. It looks like he really doesn't have too much going on, so I need to path this guy through the minerals for him to get through. And we'll queue him back to the center there. And it looks like our probe saturation is getting pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and get upgrades there, make sure all these guys are queued up. And I'm going to go ahead and get a dropship. Getting some zealots, maybe I can push out for a bit of pressure here, or at least push out, take these rocks out, and I'll just make sure I've got a zealot there on hold position in case any lings try and run past. So it looks like he's preparing to take that, and he doesn't quite have speed yet, so maybe this guy's a lower level player, or maybe he's going for some sort of strategy that I don't understand. Maybe he's taking this expansion over here. But I'm going to go ahead and get an immortal. I might do some double immortal drop shenanigans or something like that, and we'll send this guy back over here just to keep an eye on things. Now I have the vision in the center there, that's pretty good. And I really need to grab another Nexus. And I think we can probably go ahead and get a Colossus Bay now, since I have quite a bit of money. Alright. I think we should probably spend some minerals and push. Pylons, that's what I need. Pylons on shocking macro in this game. I said it was going to be a game focusing on macro, but look what happens instead. So I'm going to go ahead and send this guy. It looks like he's taking his 3rd base. That's okay. I'm down 1 base, but that's not too bad a position to be in as Protoss. What do I need to Twilight Council? Of course. See, it's been a while, but this is good. This is a learning process for all of us here. And I should be able to do a little bit of damage here, or just at least poke and sort of get an idea of what's going on. And while that's happening, we'll just keep going on building lots of units. Yeah, that's good. We can take out this guy here. Maybe I'll... Nah, I won't be dropping anything just in here. It's just... And we can pick that guy up there, and we'll just keep him out there, just to have the potential of threat there, the idea of threat. So from that, we're going to go ahead and put some Colossus. We'll get range upgrades straight away. As soon as that Twilight Council is done, which it is, we'll go ahead and get +1/+1 again, or +2/+2 even. And it looks like our Nexus is up there. Probe saturation is low there, probes are oversaturated there, so we'll just balance that out a bit. I'm not too concerned about getting perfect saturation, but I do want to have it be pretty close, pretty reasonable. So let's get these guys in here, let's get these guys in here. And maybe I can just push to the center of the map while also dropping over here. Just strain his multitasking a little bit. Ah, okay. These guys are... No, they're not. Why can't I get them? Okay. Chrono boosting, building more of these guys. Alright, I feel like I'm starting to get back in the swing of macro again now. If nothing else, I just want to build a lot of units, because that's the path to success. That's a recipe for success in Protoss vs Protoss. And I'm just gonna wall off a bit here and put a few cannons down to prevent any counterattacks. But I have quite limited information in terms of his army composition, so I'd really like to get an idea of that before I push. And I might go ahead and put another robotics bay down here. VR. That's what I'm trying to. See, I'm even forgetting the hotkeys there. Okay. Because I want to get an observer to have with my army, so I can kill off his creep as well. So let's go ahead and get these guys in there. Just nice and old school. Just not trying to think too much about army composition. Just trying to make sure I have lots of units and spending my money basically. So let's get a few more pylons and put these guys into gas. All right, good stuff there. And chrono boosting whenever we have chrono boost available. And it looks like our upgrades are finished there, so we'll go ahead and get that one on. I'll just queue another upgrade up there as soon as I have enough gas. Might grab some zealots. And whenever you have minerals, pretty much, and you don't have army or anything to spend on, spend it on gateways. That's always good. One of the biggest things that's helped me in Protoss versus alright, looks like we've got a bit of a... okay, so it looks like it is Mutalisks. So that's an issue there of my my scouting information being quite poor. I'm gonna go ahead and move away these guys. Trying to keep calm. You don't really want to panic. I want to get Blink underway as soon as possible though. And we'll go ahead and send these guys back through. Just keeping as calm as possible. Like obviously this is pretty bad for him to have a flock of Mutalisks that large. I've got a few cannons there so we can start zoning him, and we want to start putting down some more cannons to zone him off over here. We want to get our gas sorted back out as soon as possible as well. If I can get Blink up, that would be very handy. And getting these guys here. We can send these zealots off to attack, so I'm going to de-hotkey all these zealots. And yeah, that's fine. We don't need those too badly. And hopefully we can just continue zoning these guys off. And we can put the I think we can put a cannon on that Nexus. Should help out a little bit. Now we want to keep probe production up because we did take a pretty big probe hammering there, obviously. We can't send those guys there, that's too dangerous. So let's bring these guys down here. It's looking pretty rough, but if he loses these Mutalisks, which is going to lose quite a few of them. Do I have Blink yet? Oh god, please tell me Blink's close. He's attacking with his Mutalisks, that's fantastic. So what we don't want to do now is just move into his base, because that is probably... Although, maybe we're not in that bad a position. Let's go ahead and drop here and queue him up. We can force his multitasking a little bit. Let's get these guys together. And we just want to make sure that back at home we're safe for any counterattacks. So really want to get back to sorting our macro out. I have Blink now. Let's go ahead and just keep our guys together. And just keeping those zealots, helping those guys away from our stalkers because they're super important at the moment. Getting a few more stalkers out. This is pretty fun. Alright, so we should be able to pressure him now pretty good. We can pick up these guys, but I don't think we should push up into the main. That would probably be the last thing we want to do. Just want to keep these guys away, so we'll blink them back. I really need to get those zealots in my army. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. And we probably, yeah, we just need to keep working on getting our saturation back and fixed up. So these guys are a little bit oversaturated. Our main's completely mined out. If their zealots are close to our stalkers, they'll take some of the Mutalisks bounces, which will reduce overall damage to our Mutalisks. So we don't want these guys counterattacking. So what I'm gonna do is just send these zealots down here to attack here. I'm gonna keep my main army there and just ready to force field as well, because I don't want his Zerglings to run up and here we go. And that's pretty good. I think he's getting kind of desperate now if he's attacking like that. He really wants to get out of his base. I don't think he likes having me here. Alright, cool. That was a good win. It was obviously very rough with the Mutalisks being in our base like that, but as long as you can keep calm in that sort of situation, make sure your economy's still happening, like, because you can freak out and move all of your probes away and, you know, not get them mining again. Really getting those guys sorted and just splitting your army up and sort of positioning and zoning the Mutalisks away from you. And even if it looks really, really bad, a Mutalisking player is very much relying on doing a lot of damage with their Mutalisks and relying on keeping you on the back foot especially. So if you can, you know, if you can just sort of keep in there, keep calm, keep in there, then you can either counterattack after you've gotten your economy back sorted, or you can just take another expansion. I probably didn't even really need to attack then. I could have secured victory as well by taking another expansion and making sure those saturated and just keep taking up. I could have gone air, but probably just keep going Stalkers and maybe getting Archon and Templar would have been a pretty good choice as well. But overall, that felt pretty solid, and that was a pretty fun game overall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the live cast. Obviously, it's probably not as thought out in terms of analysis of my position and things like that, because I'm thinking about playing as well at the same time. But I always liked enjoying watching first-person casts, you know, as they were happening live, because I felt like it gave me a good insight to you know, the mindset of a player as they're playing, and I found that pretty helpful myself. But hopefully you guys did. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this casting style and compared to the other two videos. Obviously this is a very different game, but maybe you can get something from that. Just let me know whether you enjoyed it or not, whether you'd like to see more of it. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.